We made it! We freaking made it! Look at this! Look at this! Okay. 1 second. This is literally the reason why I've been doing this discussion video, is to freaking get to Water 7. Welcome to One Great Manga War. Hopefully you are having a fantastic day today. And today, we are freaking looking at Water 7. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Oh my goodness! We made it! Water 7! Holy crap! What the frick do I say about Water 7? Good freaking grief. This, if you don't know, I did a top 5 favorite arcs or whatever. Water 7 is my favorite arc of all time. I will freaking kiss Water 7 if it was a person. Water 7 is the best arc of all time in my opinion, and holy crap is it so good. But man, does I have the beginning, which I don't even consider Water 7, is so doo-doo garbage compared to the rest of Water 7. It's not even a joke. So it starts off with this little bit where they go up to this island thing. It's like got long trees and like long animals and stuff, and they eventually get mixed up with these foxy guys. It's this group of people who are just bland, pretty much. Like, they're like, oh, you have to do our game and in order to get your crewmates back or whatever, and it's filler. it's pretty much filler. Sort of fun, I guess. It's bad. It's not bad, but like for One Piece, it's bad. But for a normal series, it's mediocre. If I was saying this is probably the weakest part of One Piece right here is the Foxy stuff, which is kind of funny because right after it we get the best of One Piece, and like Water 7's so good. Okay. So Water 7 starts out with the crew coming into Water 7. And they're looking for a carpenter with they have $3 million on them, and they're going to go find a carpenter to fix their boat, the Going Merry. And they can't find anybody to fix it because it's so damaged that it can't get fixed. And while this is happening, the group has been split up into different areas, and one of those people has been Usopp, and Usopp gets beaten up and loses all 3 million berries, and that was given to the Frankie family. The Frankie family beat them up and took all their money. And while this is happening, Nico Robin just disappears. She just disappears, and we're like, where the heck does she go? We don't know where she is. And like, so now we lost the money, and now Nico Robin's gone. We're like, crap. So they find Usopp beaten up. And then Luffy's so freaking mad. He's like, who did this to you? Where are they? And they go in and they beat the ever-living crap out of the Frankie family, except for Frankie, because he's already gotten the heck out of there. So Frankie is this buff dude. He's freaking buff and eventually becomes like a cyborg thing. Is he a cyborg? He is a cyborg. He is a cyborg that like is super cool. He's got like these arms that like chains and stuff. Eventually becomes another member of the Striped Pirates. Really, really cool dude. Love the design. And he's just an amazing dude. But at this point, he's a little bit of like a rebel. Like, you're like, I don't know if I really like this dude. This dude's kind of a jerk. And as we go further into the arc, we get to see him like grow and like get closer to them. And you see his more touching side, which he has because, you know, he's got a family he's got to take care of. And he cares deeply about them. And we get to see that part of him the more that he spends time with Straw Hats. But I'm getting sidetracked. So, they come back. And Usopp's like, so can we fix the boat? And Luffy's like, no, we can't. It's broken. We have to leave it. We have to get a new boat. And Usopp's like, what? He's like, we can't keep the boat? And Luffy's like, no, we can't. We got to go on. And Usopp's like, I cannot leave the boat. This means so much to me. My best friend gave this to me, and I have sentimental value to it. This is a part of our crew, and you cannot take it away from me. And Luffy's like, yes, I can. We cannot leave it here. It's gotta go. It's gotta get destroyed. We can't go any further with this. And it's so heartbreaking because somehow, Goda was able to make this freaking boat a character. And in the Skypiea arc, we see it have like sentimental feelings. We get like little hints about it, like why is it like talking? Is it talking? Is there like a spirit to it? You know, something like that. And we do eventually learn that it does have a spirit and it can talk and stuff like that. But it becomes a character. It's something that we've had for almost 30 books at this point. And it's leaving us. We're like, what? This thing's been with us for so long. And we feel like Usopp. We're like, we're having to leave this? And Usopp gets mad. And he's like, I can't leave this. You can't do this to me. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to freaking fight and I'm going to take the boat. He's like, I'm leaving the Straw Hats or whatever. So then they have this big fight. And this is so freaking beautiful. What they do with Usopp in this fight and what they do with Luffy in this fight is just... It's freaking amazing. Okay, so going from book 3 Usopp to book 35 Usopp is such a big change. We've had 32 volumes to see this character grow. Going from the boy who cried wolf stereotype guy to a sniper to someone who's fought the Baroque works himself to someone who is confident in himself and his dreams and beliefs and will not back down from a fight. And watching that, and it's not like you know how like some anime where it'll be like, I have come to the conclusion that I cannot back down. If it was because of my friend. No. They don't do that. They just, you slowly watch him slowly grow. And it's so good because of that. It's not told like, oh wow, he's really grown, or oh wow, because of my friends, I have grown so much. No. Bullcrap. No, he just grows himself, and it's shown through the characters and what they do rather than being told to us, which is the best way to do characters. But holy crap, I just, my word, this fight, so freaking good. And the fact Usopp almost freaking won the fight, he gets Luffy so beaten the frick up that it's just amazing. He uses the dials he got from Skypiea to boom, beat the crap out of Luffy. Of course, Luffy's a lot stronger than Usopp, but he dealt a significant amount of damage. Like, oh my word, is this the same dude we met at like volume 3? What the heck? Then Usopp does eventually lose, forcing to leave the cruise, which means he is no longer part of the crew. And this whole arc, he tries to come back one way or the other without apologizing. And it's really hard to watch because he's like, I didn't do anything wrong. I totally did nothing wrong. Everything's fine. Everything's normal. It wasn't like we had a big fight. You know, nothing happened. And we're just like, dude, are you going to apologize? I mean, while yes, you may have had, we see where you came from, and yes, we see what you did. You went against your captain, and you did something wrong. You know, you can't go against your captain's orders like that. So you're like, you're going to apologize. And that's what the Shirats are like. You can't come back and like apologize. So for this arc, Usopp is gone. He is nowhere in this arc. No joke. And instead, we get to meet this new character known as Soga King. And this one is a very, very strong, capable character. His mask is amazing. He's got the hair like Usopp. It's really cool. It's like a, he may actually be Usopp's brother. I'm not for sure, to be honest. But so past Usopp's character moments, we get to see Nico Robin. Nico Robin is taken away by the world government, which is so freaking crazy. We're like, she's dealt with the world government? How did she get involved with the world government? And that's because of her backstory and her place where she lived. She lived in this area where all the world's information was known. And because of that, the government had to destroy it because there was too much vital information in it. And one of the vice admirals, had felt bad for the girl, and he was like, "You can go. You're fine. Get out of here." Showed mercy towards her, and ever since she was 8, she has had an incredibly high bounty. And she is a character that has just been a very big target for most people in the army and in the government. So because of that, Sir Crocodile eventually takes her in. And to her, she believes Sir Crocodile is like the most amazing person in the world. She's like, I feel like I'm somewhere I can be trusted. And then Sir Crocodile turns his back on her, and she feels betrayed. And then she eventually joins the Straw Hats, and again, she feels like she finally feels like a place that she can be at. And we're just like, wow, she's happy, she's happy. Compared to where she was in Baroque work, she was like, very serious. Wasn't really happy type of person. And, with Skypiea in Water 7, we get to see her be happy with the Straw Hats. She seems like she's just having a good time. And for her to watch her to watch her leave her family like that again just breaks my heart, and it breaks her heart too. Like, oh my word, it's awful that she has to go through that. I couldn't imagine myself going through that, because like, oh my word, it was just freaking awful. And as we see, as the further the part of the series goes, as this arc goes, she gets beaten up, tortured pretty much, and is used for awful stuff. So moving past that, Sanji comes back and tells them the news that Nico Robin disappeared, and they're like, "What? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Like, what happened to her?" And they're like, "She went with this mysterious dude and just disappeared." And as all this is happening, we hear about information about the town being swallowed in water tomorrow, and the main mayor gets shot in an attempt of assassination by Nico Robin. And the whole crew's like, there is no way that Nico Robin would have done that. There's no way, absolutely no way she would have done that. So what the heck's wrong with her? We got to figure out what's wrong with her. So they go up to CP9, and they literally are going to go up against the whole world government to save their friend. And that's exactly what they do. And even Soga King comes with them. Soga King comes up and helps them as well, like the hero that he is. And as the story goes on, we just watch them fight for their friend to the best of their ability. And Luffy learns Gear 2, which is like this kind of like Kaioken type of ability, where like he gains a lot of strength really quickly, and he just beat the crap out of him. And it was a really cool ability. And the bad guys of the CP9 are actually part of the Water 7's like political system, but we don't know that till later. And once they like reveal it to us, we're all super shocked. The carpenter that Luffy originally met was also a bad guy. It was like really mind-boggling and crazy, super cool. Bodyguards, all that amazing stuff. And like I said, they eventually start fighting. And each fight is super interesting and different. And they have to get like keys to like unlock the door. And Chopper gets a new ability, which like makes him go like to this monster form, which is like scary as all heck, coming from this little cute little reindeer guy. It's just so freaking amazing. It's so good. So freaking good. And we get moments that bring tears to my eyes. Like, I Want to Live, No One's Born Alone. All these moments, we really feel for characters like Robin, who's been through all this stuff. And she's just having to deal with it. And it's just really hard to watch her go through it. Watch the Straw Hats have to go through it. And just dealing with all these problems. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful arc. And as they're making it through the, after they beat all the CP9 and they get out of there, they hear a voice to tell them to jump into the water. And they're like, we're doing it. We're going to jump in the water. And they jump in the water, and there's the boat. There is the Going Merry. And it's just there, about to, and it literally breaks on it. And it's just awful watching that poor boat go through that. And it just breaks in half. And it's just like, dang. It's really hard to go watch it happen. Which is so weird because it's a freaking boat! I have feelings and attachments to a freaking boat with a goat head. Why? Why do I have attachments to a boat like this? It's insane. I have never felt, touched, smelled this boat before. I have no idea what it's like. But I have been with the boat since the beginning. I know how these characters feel about the boat. And because of me feeling for the boat and for the characters and knowing how they feel about the boat, I feel for the boat myself. And it's just amazing how he did it like that. It's just... And as the boat's breaking, they give it a send-off by setting it on fire. And everybody has a very tearful goodbye for the boat. And we get a new boat, known as the Thousand Sunny, built by your boy truly, Frankie. My man Frankie built this amazing boat that has like little tiny boats in it, and it's so freaking cool. Love the Thousand Sunny. Really freaking cool design and boat. Love it so much. And Frankie eventually joins the crew due to his high bounty. And the way he joins is by one of the Straw Hats grabbing his pair of underwear and like holding it. He's like, you gotta, he's like, runs over there, and then he's like, do you want to join the crew? And he's like, kind of like breaks down. He's like, yeah! And then he joins the boat, and we got a new crewmate in Frankie. And Frankie's freaking amazing, and I'm super happy that he's a part of the Straw Hats, and is so great for the Straw Hats. And with that, those are my thoughts and feelings of the amazing, the bombastic, my favorite arc of all time, Water 7. And with this is a discussion video. So of course, what are your opinions of Water 7? What are your favorite moments from Water 7? What do you think of Frankie? What do you think of the Thousand Sunny? What are your favorite moments? What do you think of I Want to Live? What do you think about my new favorite character, Soga King? And what do you think about Chopper's new monster thing? What do you think of Chopper's new monster thing? And with that, I would love to hear them. So, with that, my friends, thank you all for watching. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, my beautiful Jim Shams. And go out there and read some manga, my friends.